Welcome to the 2019 Master of Science Program's convocation with the McCombs School of Business at the University of Texas at Austin. Distinguished guests, the Texas McCombs Masters of Science Program, Class of 2019. Please be seated. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2019. I would like to offer a special welcome to the family and friends who have come from all over the world to celebrate such a momentous occasion. You have supported your student through a demanding program, and we are honored to celebrate their accomplishments with you. Graduates, in recognition of those who supported you throughout your journey, will you please stand and turn and give your family and friends a standing ovation. The Masters of Science programs are on the cutting edge of higher education. We wouldn't be able to stay at the forefront of these business subjects without the amazing faculty members. Their tireless efforts and dedication are the reason for the success of these programs. Would the faculty, deans, department chairs, and program directors please stand? Please join me in thanking our faculty. Graduates, today you become ambassadors of our programs. We hope you remain connected for life and stay in touch with us as the programs grow. We look forward to seeing what you do in the future. You have accomplished so much in such a short period of time. Congratulations and good luck as you commence your next phase in your life's journey. It is now my privilege to introduce the Dean of the McCombs School of Business, Dr. Jay Hartzell.
Thanks a lot, Molly. I will also say thank you for the really comfy chair that I somehow got. It's great. As Dean of the McCombs School of Business, it's my honor and pleasure to join the parents, relatives, and friends of the MS Programs class of 2019 for this momentous occasion when we celebrate commencement. Graduation is an exciting time. It represents the end of one journey and the beginning of new challenges and opportunities. Graduates, you have earned this day, and you should be proud of all of your hard work. As you know, graduate school is a rewarding but vigorous journey. Knowing the intensity involved in these programs in particular, I would say this journey is especially vigorous. While these programs require some of the proverbial drinking from a fire hose mentality, I encourage all of you to pause today and in the days to come and reflect a bit on how much you've learned or changed or developed over the last year. During your academic pursuits, you have gained an important amount of knowledge, formed strong bonds with your classmates, built trust across different personalities, and extended your network for years to come. You've brought a passion to your education, a passion combined with the knowledge and skills you've acquired will translate to enhancing your careers and your future prospects. Graduates, today is a time to celebrate all that you've accomplished and to look forward to all that you will become. As you make your way, build upon that trust, value those networks, and reinvest that passion through your continued involvement through the McCombs School. We want to see you again over and over, at least most of you. So join the alumni network, accept a committee placement, serve on one of our boards, give your time, and bring your donations to help the future students in your programs, especially that last part. One of the greatest assets of the McCombs School is our alumni network. And by continuing to invest in that network and the school more broadly, you're adding value to your own degrees and those of previous and future generations. This afternoon, we are honored to award you with a master's degree from the University of Texas at Austin. And as you begin your lives beyond the 40 acres, we couldn't be more proud to call you alumni of the McCombs School of Business. Congratulations. Before introducing our speaker for the day, I also want to stop and thank some outstanding leaders who work countless hours to shape these programs and to maximize their impact. So, our Senior Associate Dean, Eric Hurst, is here on the stage. And our faculty program directors are just tremendous. So Jade, Joe, Karen, Mike, and Harnaro Thank you for all you do on behalf of the students, families, and your colleagues and the faculty. And thank you to Molly and the entire MS Program Office staff. We know this is a team sport, and we also know how much talent and effort goes into creating, launching, and running top programs such as these. Thank you all. Earlier, I talked about staying involved with the school. Our commencement speaker today is a shining example of this involvement, a valued partner of ours who continually demonstrates a deep commitment to the McCombs School of Business. Karen Starnes graduated 30 years ago in 1989 with her Bachelor of Business Administration from McCombs. She's a founding member of the MSM Advisory Council and has been essential in supporting MSM students as a mentor and as a resource since the start of the program. Karen recently returned to Amazon as head of brand and customer experience after leading marketing at Pearson. In her first tour with Amazon, as she puts it, she led global advertising planning and media, advocated for a greater focus on Amazon brand strategy. When she returned to Amazon, she did the same thing, just now for Echo and Alexa, Kindle, Fire tablets, etc., and all those new and amazing things that they're working on. In her spare time, Karen's a runner, a reader, a mom, and a spouse, and motivated to make a difference, live a life that positively influences others, and invest in people and ideas that will have a lasting impact. As an aside, I will say I had the pleasure of meeting Karen one of my first trips as dean to Seattle, and I left thinking, wow, she's really cool. So with that, please join me in welcoming Karen Starnes to the stage.
Thank you, Dean Hartzell. Department chairs, distinguished faculty, parents, grandparents, family, and friends. I'm honored and so pleased to be here with you on this wonderful occasion, and most importantly, to the Master of Science Program's graduating class of 2019, congratulations, you did it. In May 1989, I graduated from McCombs with a BBA in marketing after 4 incredible years at the university. My parents were so proud. Then, not long after crossing the stage at the Irwin Center, I turned down my only job offer to spend the summer in Europe. Months later, I returned home full of stories and experiences, loads of credit card debt, and no clear prospects. But with optimism and a safety net, my mom, and help from a friend, I landed my first job at a small software company, and I was finally on my way. But back to you, dear graduates. This is a significant milestone in your life, and I bet you're ready to get on with it. Your best life. What do I mean by your best life? Do you know much about stock photography? The images staged, a little too perfect, photoshopped, perfect smiling people in pristine, sunny locations. Now think about a candid photo. Maybe a shot you took of someone when they weren't looking. It's imperfect, but somehow that makes it more interesting. Your best life is a lot like this candid photo. It will be a little bit messy, a little bumpy, but all the richer for those imperfections. In your best life, you're striving to live up to your potential, pursuing dreams, and finding purpose. The choices you make along the way, work, family, and personal priorities, are all part of the stew. Or here in Texas, perhaps I should say, part of the chili. No beans, no tomatoes. Each of you, with your advanced degree and specialized skill set, are ready to hit the ground running professionally. As you start this new chapter in pursuit of your best life, I'd like to share 3 concepts that may resonate today or be of use sometime down the line. Belonging, growing, and moving on. What's the best job you ever had? The best team you've ever been on? You're probably thinking about great people or shared ambition to do something meaningful. Maybe you remember laughter, blowing off steam, and feeling comfortable in your own skin, feeling like you really belong. When you feel part of something bigger at work, research says you'll make the greatest impact. There are tons of factors that influence a sense of belonging. I see these few play out again and again. Do you fit in? Do your skills and capabilities align with the role? And do your values mesh well with the business culture and values? Amazon, for example, is known for its very strong culture, which works for its business, but not everyone fits in. And that's okay. Fit is a two-way street. Can you stand out? I'll make a small suggestion that might pay future dividends. Do a bit more than is expected, because you can't stand out just by meeting the bar. Let's say your manager needs you to pull together a report by the end of the week. Deliver the facts, yes, but then layer in insights and suggest actions to take. This can prompt a great discussion or debate and help demonstrate you're developing deeper understanding of the challenges and opportunities in the business. Are you able to bring your whole self to work? What are your interests outside of work? Who are the important people in your life? What excites you? What keeps you up at night? I've made it a point to lead by example in this area. My team knows I have two amazing kids who came with me from Seattle, a wonderful husband whose job has him traveling a lot, and he just flew in from London. I have an English Cocker Spaniel who comes to work with me. People know I'm a runner, I love to read, that I'm learning Spanish, and on and on. You don't have to open as many doors in your life as I have, but crack some windows. Each of these windows into who you are as a person provides an opportunity for connection. The payback is worth it. Opening yourself up to your colleagues creates connection, builds trust, and deepens relationships. When you feel a sense of belonging, your purpose is elevated. You want to do things because they matter, because they're important. Growing is like that too. Much of our striving and learning is because we aspire to that experience, not because there's a direct, immediate reward. Our motivation comes from within. I just started running 5 years ago. When training for the 2017 New York City Marathon, my one and only, I learned that 35% of all marathon runners are running their first 26.2 miles. A lot goes into getting ready for that race. Being a runner helped me crystallize these thoughts on growth. It's okay to be uncomfortable. Growth is an uncomfortable thing. I'm inspired by elite runner Bex Gentry, who encourages runners of all capabilities to run into your unknown. To make progress, you have to get familiar with being uncomfortable. Unknowns also abound in work situations, like the first time you present to the leadership team. The other side of the unknown is a new skill or experience you gained. A mental model that I've come to like is merit badges. In Scouts, there are big and small badges, but all of them reflect a mastery of a skill or ability. Collecting these merit badges at work can help you tell a great story, build confidence in your abilities, and increase your qualifications. When you're growing, you are your own competition. This one's important. Growth isn't about you versus your running partner. It isn't about you versus your colleague. It's just you. Unless you're an elite runner, you aren't going to make the podium in a big race. This one's obvious, isn't it? So why is it hard not to compare ourselves to others on the professional front? Did you ever get that pang of jealousy when you read about a classmate or a colleague's good fortune on LinkedIn? I have too. It's ridiculous, and it's the opposite of what makes sense. Look around this room at your fellow graduates. Someday you might be working for one of them, or they might be working for you. Or they'll reach out because they know you'd be ideal for a great role at some new startup that contacted them. We all have our individual paths in life, and the people in our network, the people we've graduated with, that we've worked alongside, are incredible long-term assets, but they are not your competition. Competitive energy has the biggest impact when focused internally, and can be used to fuel your own potential. Growth requires fuel, which means energy is an important topic. Knowing your energy sources will help you persevere on a run and at work. The basics like food and hydration cannot be underestimated. I fuel my runs with sports gel and my workday with raw almonds or fruit or a piece of chocolate. Attitude is also fuel, and positivity is an accelerant. Celebrating small accomplishments and wins along the way can provide a valuable boost just when you need it. So being uncomfortable is expected, the competition is you, and fuel is essential for growth. As for my marathon, I know you've been wondering. Like 90% of runners who start, I finished, lifted by training that prepared me, deep motivation to achieve a personal goal, and a fueling strategy that worked. My career marathon, it's not over yet, and the mental model for growth endures. At some point, a new chapter will begin. Because occasionally, it's time to move on from a role or a company. Perhaps you're not growing as much as you'd like. Maybe the business isn't growing. There are other cues and clues to look for. Are you excited to come to work on a Monday morning? Are you working on your personal narrative and earning merit badges? Is your work aligning with your broader ambition? Other times, there's a pull, a tap on the shoulder, an opportunity that's calling your name. I've been reflecting on people I know who are great at capitalizing on professional opportunity, and I was struck by something I heard just this week on Kara Swisher's Recode Decode podcast with Jim Collins. Collins is the author of Good to Great and has spent his career uncovering what makes companies tick. At one point in the conversation, Collins raised the idea of luck as a multiplier, but he didn't go deep on the topic. When I got into the office a few minutes later, I Googled it. Collins has said, big winners aren't lucky. The big winners get a higher return on their luck in comparison, but they don't get more luck per se. I want to suggest that this business concept could make a ton of sense for individual leaders as well, including you. First, you have to know what luck is, so you can spot it. Collins says luck is the combination of these three things. First, it's something that you didn't cause. Second, it has the potential significance, good or bad. And third, it came as a surprise. He goes on to say that winners aren't luckier, but how they respond to luck, by either jumping on an opportunity or protecting against downside, is a multiplier over those who didn't capitalize on it. So back to the tap on the shoulder or the unexpected opportunity that crops up. Imagine it. Things are really good and you're presented with an opportunity. It might be too good to pass up even if you love your job. This happened to me when I was asked to lead advertising at Microsoft. That move greatly expanded my future career options, though at the time, I wasn't sure I wanted to do it. Consider also a potential move that's less attractive on the surface, but highly strategic with great visibility. How about that hard problem that no one wants to solve? You make a pitch to tackle it, knowing that it's a huge business lever. Those are success multiplier moments, a potential return on luck, and yours to capitalize on. Moving on is just another way of growing, and as you progress in your career, you'll get familiar with the cues and approach this more substantial type of change with clear-headedness, intentionality, and the same tools you've used to support your growth. And you'll go through the cycle of fitting in, standing out, and bringing your whole self to work, so that you might have a sense of belonging that enriches your whole life. Looking around this room, I see individuals who are bursting with pride, celebratory and optimistic, and I encourage you to absorb all of this positivity and use it as fuel for the road ahead. You are the author of your best life and how your career plays into it. As you leave McCombs with a firm foundation under you, remember that your best life will probably be messy, bumpy at times, but all the richer for the journey. Happy travels and hook 'em horns. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen, for your inspiring remarks and dedication to the McCombs School of Business. Now we will hear from the student speakers from each program. Students were voted to be the voice of their class by their cohort for today's ceremony and will reflect on the last 10 months. First is the MS Business Analytics student speaker, Veer Mehta.
Hello, ni hao, li ho, and namaste, sat sri akal, to all family, friends, McCombs faculty, administrators, staff, and most importantly, my friends. When I found out that I had the honor of delivering a speech here at our commencement, I thought about ways in which I could resonate with and relate to as many of you as possible. However, the more I thought about this, the more I realized the beauty that this entails. The fact that we're all so different, have such unique cultures, backgrounds, have had unique opportunities, experiences, is really what made McCombs such a beautiful place to be. All of our unique opportunities, cultures, and backgrounds were so diverse, and that is what I enjoyed most about being in the MS program. Now that I've talked about how the MS program shaped me, I want to talk a little bit more specifically about the Business Analytics program. The Business Analytics program was the most I have pushed myself and the most challenging thing I have ever accomplished. So to stick with the theme of challenging myself, I actually want to offer up a challenge not only to my friends here, but also to you family members as well. Students, friends, I want to offer up this challenge. Do not make this the hardest you ever work or make it the only thing that you challenge yourself in. Push yourself in all other aspects of life as well. Push yourself to be the best son, daughter, friend, boss, employee, anything. Always challenge yourself to be the best you can be. Now, family members, you're not going to get off that easy. I have a challenge for you also. If you are not already aware of the incredible amount of time, dedication, commitment, and energy these MS programs took to complete, I promise you, this was not easy. So please, I challenge you, show appreciation to your graduate for having made such an amazing accomplishment. Please give them a hug, a kiss, a high five, anything. A simple "I'm proud of you" goes so far, I promise you. So, to keep with this theme, I just want to say that even though this was challenging, it was so rewarding and so enjoyable, and I've made so many lifelong friends that I know will last. So, let's see. Dhanyavad, Sheshe, and thank you. Mom, Dad, Tara, and Herline, I love you all so much, and hook 'em horns.
I would like to now introduce the MS Finance student speaker, Josh Phillip.
All right, been told to keep this short or the band will play me off, so, yeah. First and foremost, I'd like to thank the family and friends who supported us in this endeavor. Without you, days like today would not be possible. Your support means the world to each and every one of us. Secondly, I'd like to thank the professors and staff in our program. Beyond just the intuition and the concepts they taught us, I'll always appreciate the moments they invested in us, trying to grow and help us mature as people. I know that their impact will have a profound and lasting impact on our lives, both personally and professionally. Class of 2019, congratulations and well done. As our time comes to a close here, I wanted to reflect on a highlight of our journey together. In the fall, we participated in a stock pitch competition in our investments class. Collectively, we developed an incredibly successful benchmark portfolio. A benchmark, that is, of stocks to not invest in. Betting against our stock picks with short positions would have netted any investor a historic profit. In particular, one confident member of our class made a steak dinner bet with Professor Leeds that his stock would be worth $10 billion by the end of this program. That stock has until the end of this speech to grow by $5.5 billion. Tomorrow, we will begin a new season of life. As our time comes to a close, I wanted to just tell you one lesson that I took away from our time together. The one experience that we all shared together in was adversity. I think the one thing that stands out to me is how, in adversity, we all looked at each other and asked, how would we respond to this? As our time comes to a close, I wanted to just tell you how proud I am of you for responding to that adversity. In these adversities, perhaps we had some difficult classes. Maybe it was the recruiting process. Maybe you sent a meme in our group text that utterly bombed. Hey, it happens to the best of us. In any case, we all endured a trial that pushed our limits and tested our resolve. And what defined us was that response. Instead of folding, we willed ourselves to overcome. We humbled ourselves and accepted responsibility for our shortcomings. We asked for help and made an effort to course correct. In the end, we overcame our obstacle through hard work and dedication. And I say this to remind you that you will continue to face trials in your future that will make you feel unprepared, inadequate, and not ready for what's ahead. It's in these moments that I would remind you of the steadfastness and determination that you showed during your time here at UT. If you can replicate the hard work and determination that you've shown here, I'm certain that that there is no limit to what you can accomplish. Class of 2019, congratulations and well done again. I'm proud to be one of you and wish you success and happiness in the years to come. Thanks, and hook 'em horns.
I would like to now introduce the MS Information Technology and Management student speaker, Mohammed Noid.
Growing up in New York City, I never imagined that I'd be living in Texas, but here I am. The word y'all had never been part of my vocabulary, and now I utter y'all like the rest of y'all. I went through this weird country music phase where I listened to Kenny Chesney more times than I'm willing to admit. It's where my classmates and I learned just how important small talk was. Thank you, Mary Sue. We learned that writing a 900-word essay was not the minimum, but it was the expectation by Dr. Wall's design methods class, if you expected a C, that was. We also learned that wearing business casual on any other day than Friday meant that someone was interviewing for a job. More importantly, we learned that OU is still OU. In all seriousness, I'm honored to be standing before y'all today. As a member of the first ever Master of Science IT and Management cohort, I represent 31 students coming from all walks of life, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about them. We come from Seoul, South Korea. We're from Kerala, India. We represent Athens, Greece, Inan, China, and even Round Rock, Texas. We are 31 students from 23 cities from around the world. I've had the pleasure to bond with classmates during times that I will never forget, like the time we stayed up until 5 in the morning, working on a very difficult assignment for a very difficult class. We celebrated Diwali, a Hindu festival, and learned that Bahut Acha means very good in Hindi. Bahut Acha, Bahut Acha. I remember very vividly when my classmates experienced turkey for the first time this past Thanksgiving, realizing just why Americans only eat that bird once a year. We also had some very unique individuals, like the student who just loves wearing camouflage. You know him. Shirts, pants, a phone case, and even shoes. He had more than one pair of shoes. I kid you not, true story. Then we had the student who decided to use a wine bottle as her water bottle. She's sitting out there somewhere, I know her. Unique individuals indeed. If there's anything we've learned in the past 10 months, it's that we are more capable than we give ourselves credit for. In a way, this experience should serve as a metaphor for life. You will laugh, sometimes at yourself. You will cry, sometimes sobbing uncontrollably. You will win, you will lose. The path you envision may not go as planned, but keep moving. Be the star in your own movie, and know that you now have a supporting cast in MSITM. This may be the last time that we'll all be in the same room together, but the shared memories will forever remain in us. Savor this moment. Take that cliche photo in front of UT Tower. Make sure you get the lighting right, of course. Celebrate your latest accomplishment with those that could be here today and those that couldn't. Smell a flower. Jump into Little Phil Fountain. Take some time alone to reflect. Remember how you are feeling. You are a graduate of the McCombs School of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the first ever MSITM cohort. Hook 'em horns, thank you.
And now I would like to introduce the MS Marketing student speaker, Maddie Meekins.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished faculty, friends, family, and fellow members of the MSM class of 2019. I am absolutely humbled to be standing here in front of you on behalf of an extremely intelligent, driven, and genuine group of individuals. On behalf of the class, I would like to begin by thanking our incredible program director, Jade DeKinder. This woman is so invested in our growth and our futures, and this program would not be the same without her passion for its success. During our summer orientation, Jade welcomed us to McCombs and spent some time preparing us for what was to come. And by preparing, I mean scaring. Scaring us into working harder than any of us ever have before. Parents, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because I bet many of you received a phone call after that infamous talk. More importantly, she spent some time hyping up each of our professors. She spoke of their accomplishments, their experience, and their abilities in the classroom. We're thinking, yeah, I'm sure they're good, but how great can they really be? She was not exaggerating. They are great. MSM professors are accomplished, engaging, and truly amazing people. As a class, we'd like to say thank you, because without you all, we would not be geared up to graduate today. MSM, I would like to take this opportunity to remind you of what we've been through together in the past 10 months, and to let you all in on what it's been like for us, both inside and out of the classroom. We've spent hours on Google Hangouts, rehearsing presentations, and begging one another, and probably many of you in this room, to take our Qualtrics surveys. We've competed in case competitions and traveled for career treks. We met and will never forget our old friend, the Logit model. We've eaten our way through Austin's restaurant scene, and yes, Subway counts. We've bonded over trivia nights, karaoke, Friendsgiving, and end-of-the-year superlatives. We've competed in 3 intramural leagues, with unfortunately not a single championship. And lastly, we've grown closer than I ever thought 35 strangers with such different backgrounds could in just 10 months. This is an extremely special and tight-knit class. We have a natural tendency to enjoy being with one another. McCombs is an extraordinary place to be, and there are many memories that I will cherish with these people. Thank you, and good luck to the graduating class.
Now, what we have all been waiting for. It is time to individually recognize the graduates. Dr. Genaro Gutierrez, Program Director for the MS Business Analytics, will begin with the Texas MSBA graduating class of 2019.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to the graduates and their families. I will read the names of the graduates. Jonathan Evans. Jared Shaw. Jiming Lee. Tammy Huang. Wedding John. Chuyuan Soon. Chan Chin. Yishuan Du. Wanhua Zhang. Kamei Jagu. Bir Meta. Zero Wrong. Wanjing Ho. Lining Jiang. Menjing Ju. Yeshun Su. Unurag Mihailai. Evan Austin David. Lu Hao Kuo. Ryan Hoff. Samuel Malcolm. Corey Nguyen. Mark Joseph Babi. Andrew Ball. Emily Buselli. Clay Mason. Allison Brown. Abraham Khan. Hop Noth. Chelsea Matthews. Catherine Kanata McNabb. Abhinaya Anathakrishnan. Wei Xin Licherli Lu. Amy Dang Triu. Helena Shi. Adintra Bandra. Akhilesh Reddy. Avni Sharma. Thiru Gupta. Apruva Reddy Adabali. Jui Gupta. Sagar Chada. Henry Chang. Joy Chen. Ji-Hoon Lee. Tiffany Song. Bushan Shaw. Anisha Garg. Pritika Srivastava. Kirti Pandey. Cherry Agarwal.
Dr. Joe Hahn, Program Director for the MS Finance, will now individually recognize the members of the Texas MSF graduating class of 2019.
Mohammed Diaf. Tatvika Patel. Tim Barber. Michael Rose. Graham Humphrey. Enrique Ferreira. Anne-Marie Kokothri. Chimnoya Oyeka. Our most popular graduate, obviously. Michaela Green. Clarissa Bradfield. Anna Fawn. Aaron Jacob Friedman. Dallas Heinen. Conan Tan. Fahad Kadir. Nathan Mosley. Philip Russell Brown. Joshua Phillip. Manasa Anand. Michael Lay. Kelly Wang. Susan Liu. Nicole Nacho. Cacho. She said it rhymes with nacho. Sorry. Tan Sai. Justin Jiao Da Chia. Holden Warren. Will McMillian. Jared Rowe. Matthew Seskin. Pedro Nasta. Zach Stewart. Charles Potgieter. David Garza. Victor Martin. Kunst Jaying. James Raven. Demola Alayinka. Carl Spunksk. Braden Loomis. Randy Rodriguez. James Freethy. Zachary Felice. Hunter Hendricks. Jaehoon Hugh. Fahad Raza. Colin Brown. Thomas Sherping. Kurt Hansen. Tyler Ramirez. Tyler Amodio. Kurgan Hopkins. Andrew Bunting. Crawford Thompson. Annie Lee. Louise Vizquez. Yan Wu. Yuchen Huang. Ning Gong. And last but certainly not least, Jackie Chan. Congratulations, MSS class of 2019.
Dr. Karen Connolly, Program Director for the MS Information Technology and Management, will individually recognize the inaugural members of the Texas MS IT&M graduating class of 2019.
Sha Yi. Junyan Shao. Mo Indoi. Yalhuan Liu. Xinyu Xu. Difu Wu. Inan Yang. Yuezhia Feng. Pankaj Kishore. Yuliang Wu. Fan Hong. Korei Chen. Lovekesh Bunsal. Abhilasha Kanakkar. Bingqing Claire Lee. Jitender Bogat. Tomas Stamatopoulos. Anuja Srivastava. Tingyi Hung. Xinshuang Zhao. Kevin Wurangian. Hani Noladi. Karthik Kandakumar. Richa Sunil Bathija. Richard Wynn. Roshni Das. Do Hyung Shin. Aparna Idith. Brian Peterson. Abraham George. Congratulations, inaugural class of MSITM. Really proud of you.
Dr. Jade DeKinder, Program Director for MS Marketing, will individually recognize the Texas MSM graduating class of 2019.
Amanda Smith. Zareen Alom. Zara A. Hamani. Shweta Bataja. Chris Kaskovich. Brett Roberts. Zachariah Hamstra. Nina Loudon. It's just Neil. Yeah. Neil Coley. Sydney Quaid. Kristen Hughes. Adam Cotel. Julie Kate Brooks. Linjun True. Zajay Jessica Xiao. Singtong Go. Lamin Fan. Caitlin Nicole Sellers. Marie Glykoff. Maya Evans. Antora Majumdar. Bradley Alexander. Amanda Radke. Haley Krauser. Megan Fallon Copeland. Kendall Troop. Keaton Luth. Megan Eng Burke. Madeline Meekins. Rebecca Cooper. Thomas Rochelle. Noah Adebayo Katnide. Andrew Baxley. Juan Antonio Pachano. Albert Lee. Congratulations, 2019 class of MSM.
This concludes the commencement ceremony for the Texas MS Program's class of 2019. After we take part in the traditional singing of the Eyes of Texas with our graduates, we ask that you please remain seated while our students, faculty, and staff process out and upstairs to take a class photo. The auditorium doors will be opened once students have made their way upstairs. While they take photos, please enjoy the reception. Please rise and join us in the singing of the Eyes of Texas.